14 first quarter points. Turned it over 4 times. Here's Paul George. That was good. George with that sweet stroke. They got knocked out of that second round, and it sent the Clippers into the Western Conference Finals. As George hits another one, so back-to-back threes for Paul George.
This is Paul George here. Just a little crossover, get some space on Forrest.
And Monroe's had a tough time sticking. George takes him on, lays it in.
They've already made 9 tonight.
9 out of 14, stops a 9-0 run. George is having a terrific second quarter. Playmaker this time is Covington. Set up beautifully by George, and Covington buries a triple.
Absolutely. I mean, you really hurt Rudy Gobert. I don't know if he'll bounce back the rest of the season.
Three-pointer is good from Paul George.
See Paul George here. He gets Gobert. He backs it up. He gets space.
Mitchell with 24 now. He's got 12 in the third quarter. George on the attack with the left hand.
It was a great drive here. Just steps past Greg Monroe. Greg Monroe, not a shot blocker, doesn't have time to recover.
It's back up to a 20-point Utah lead.
Just great ball movement there.
Paul George. And George again, he's feeling it. Coffey's got the rebound, got a chance at the last shot. George running, 2 to 1. George, it's good, and a foul. And 1 for Paul George.
Well, no matter what happens in this fourth quarter, there's been a lot of good news here tonight, Brian, for the LA Clippers to see Paul George coming back.
But he hasn't been on the floor in a game since the 22nd of December. How about that? Pulled the string back. And then that 25-point lead down to 5. Now up top, George. No. Oh, my goodness. What a feed to Hartenstein. Riding Paul George a little longer than they wanted. George goes, and George able to finish off the window. Tough finish by Paul George.
Yeah, this is very tough. He just went right through Gobert.
Approaching the 1-minute mark. George to Kennard. Three-pointer is good! Luke Kennard! And the Clippers lead by a pair.